Oh boy, it's been a week, I think, right? It's probably a little bit more than a week, right? I can't remember. Anyways, welcome back. I'm back. Why am I telling you guys? Should you guys be welcoming me back or should I be welcoming you guys back? Whatever, man. If you guys weren't aware, I had college finals and I went and focused on those for about a week straight. And let me tell you, focusing on nothing but math for about a week straight is so painful. Even if it's not that hard of math, it kills your brain. Anyway, though, I don't know what I really got done since the last time I talked to you guys. There was so much grinding that I've done for both my guild that I have across Deep Oaken, Vesteria, and World Zero. And there's been a lot of progress I've been making towards my characters across the games as well. But I've had enough free time to grind video games whenever I wasn't studying. And for any of those of you who are curious on whether or not I passed, don't worry, I absolutely obliterated that finals. It was great. It was nice. So what I'm probably gonna be doing for this video is I'm probably just gonna go from bandit camp to bandit camp. I was planning on making a video that would describe all of like my ranger build and I would just play for fun afterwards. But I felt like the best scenario was just gonna be me coming back and just having fun. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna do bandit camps. This is already cleared. Bruh, these dust worms are just death worms from Ark. When did Vesteria come out and when did Lost Ark come out? I'm almost positive that Lost Ark came out after Vesteria had the whole Whispering Dune. It doesn't matter, whatever. Speaking of Whispering Dunes though, they did a shadow update recently and basically they introduced the curse scrolls back to the mini bosses and apparently the scarab is gonna eventually get, what is that? Did someone just leave their bow here? Oh no, that was a wooden bow number. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sell that to a vendor. But anyways, the Whispering Dunes got shadow updated and the mini bosses can now drop curse scrolls, including the scarab, except for I don't think that the scarab was implemented quite yet because it was a shadow update and it's like only Azariah, Octofiti, and Syrakis got the update to have curse scrolls now. And they also got 3 times more health and they got more damage. They're basically harder to fight and you get more rewards from, I don't know, it just feels better to me. I was debating on going to the pit because I was thinking about maybe the pit would be nice, but then I remembered that everyone has grinded pit at one point and grinding the pit is really mentally draining. So I'd rather not make you guys watch a video of me grinding the same place that we've all grinded at one point that was super mentally draining. Instead, I'll just grind the dustworm pit. It just sounds better in theory. But anyways, I am back though. Yes, I'm here. Hello, how's it going? I'm so happy to be back, honestly. I don't know what it is with tests, man. Here in the United States, it feels like you have to study so hard and put all of your knowledge together for this one singular test. And I'm pretty sure that's the case for a lot of places, right? But it feels like I remember absolutely nothing a week after my stuff is over with. Like all the stuff that I studied and forced myself to remember for this entire test, I feel like I'm going to forget practically all of it within the next couple of days coming forward. And it's just like, I don't get the point of it, man. I just don't. But in the meantime, when I was studying, whenever I had the break to do anything, I was focusing a lot on the guild because I was organizing so much stuff for my guild. And let me tell you, man, being the leader and like owner of a guild is just, it's not easy, but it's not terribly hard either. It's kind of just, you gotta know how to manage things and organize things properly. And admittedly, there was some things that weren't fully organized or fully managed well. And then I fixed it. Whenever I had free time, I just went and fixed the stuff. But now that I'm free, I'm able to host events. And I know that my officers in the guild are also helping me host events. And we have opportunities for other players to host events for the entire guild too. It's a great time, honestly. It's been good looking better. But besides the guild and besides me going through school and all that, because school, school. I've just been focusing on grinding games in my free time because that's what I do. I do YouTube as well as I play video games. That's kind of me. And so what I ended up doing is I kind of grinded a tiny little bit of Vesteria. I didn't grind as much Vesteria recently only because I had to focus up on World Zero and Deep Oaken in the meantime because of the fact that I have this guild I run. So I haven't been doing much in terms of Vesteria, but I did end up getting this Forgotten Dagger, which I'm not sure if I already showed this off or not, but I did end up doing some great schools onto it because I'm not going to break it until I get a copy, which I did. I actually got this from the possum by myself. I didn't end up buying a separate copy. I actually just kind of earned it by accident somehow. I was debating on selling it, but then I was like, you know what? It's probably best to try and dark it. I could try to curse it, but I'm gonna be honest. I want to get a better version of the Great Scrolled version, which is the dark version, and then I'll start cursing the Forgotten Dagger to see if I can get anything better. We'll see how it all goes, to be honest. And as for Deep Oaken, I've been trying to force myself to learn the NPCs and mobs by literally just forcing myself to fight the mobs over and over again until I learn. But at one point, I ended up getting tired of doing that, and I just decided to start progressing the OG way, the original way, where you would just go to Erisia or Bandit Island, and you just fight bandits until you level up to a certain extent, and then you go to another area and kind of do the same thing. Yeah, I've been doing that. and I got like 3 characters to like level 15 now, and those are my highest level characters in Deep Pokken. I know it's not a lot, but like having 3 characters at level 15 is pretty nice. And then I also learned how to fish in that game, and let me tell you, I've never had more fun fishing in a game until Deep Pokken came around. Like, don't get me wrong, fishing in Vesteria is pretty fun, but like in Deep Pokken, it feels like it's a little bit of a waiting game, but more of like a mini game activity that's really enjoyable and pretty rewarding. Imagine in Vesteria if you could literally just fish up random loot from anything. Like, you could randomly fish up a curse scroll, or you could randomly fish up a weathered anchor for some reason. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. You fish and then you can get any sort of random drop in Deep Pokken, and I really like that because you can even fish up boss drops. I got the most endgame spear that you can get in Deep Pokken, which is called a rifle spear, from fishing, and it was like my second chest I've ever fished up in that game, and that was insane. I like that a lot. But that's enough of Vesteria and Deep Pokken. I want to talk a little bit about World Zero because that's where most of my grind has went to. I grinded so much World Zero recently because they have a pass going on in that game, and I just really want to get that pass done, as well as I ended up prestiging in that game and finally getting the summoner class in that game. And ooh, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I like the archer class in World Zero, but let me tell you, the whole idea of summoner, which feels more like a single target DPS, it feels so nice. But yeah, that's pretty much where all my time went whenever I did have free time. It would be either spending time with my girlfriend and my family and friends, or I would be focusing on studying and just getting prepared for the test, which again, I did pass. It was very nice, and now I never have to worry about math ever again, thankfully. It's not like I actually have a hate relationship with math. Like, honestly, when it comes to math, it's sort of a love-hate relationship because I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things without math, but then also at the same time, math makes my brain feel like it's having a cramp. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you guys as well, this isn't the smartest idea. Let's just say that I did an entire semester's worth with half my attention, and then I studied an entire semester's worth within a week. I don't recommend it, but I actually got a pretty good score. I got above average in my class with extra credit. So, you know, high IQ plays out here. Surprisingly, I also attended one of my Officers Guild events during that time where I was studying as well. That was interesting. It was a fun time. You guys should join my guild. I'm just gonna say it up front now. It's pretty fun, and if you don't want to treat games like a second job, then I would recommend it if you guys really want to. That's the only promotion I'm gonna give for it right now, though. I miss making content. I missed you guys so much. There's probably not gonna be much to this video other than me just talking, grinding the Dustworm Pit, and just telling you guys about my experience and what I've been up to. But honestly, it's been just grinding, studying, and preparation, because I've also done a little bit of research for YouTube as well. But I'll be honest with you, nothing is really gonna change for UndeadNekomancer except for the fact that I'm probably gonna try to stream as often as I can, probably do some guild events, maybe even record some of them or stream some of them. And the only real changes that are probably gonna end up happening is probably gonna be over on my second channel known as Unika, where I do Let's Plays and play Call of Duty and all those other games. That channel is for everything else outside of Roblox. Yo, hashtag real OUR CC cool. I watch your vids. That looks like my username because my username's long. I'm just gonna say howdy and see if they respond to me. Hey, is that the real undead too? Real? Oh, I guess they weren't talking about me, but they also recognize me. That's awkward. I'm not gonna cut that out though. The entire end game behind Vesteria can be fun and unfun. It depends on what you're doing in it. As long as you are swapping up what you're doing for your end game grind, it can be pretty rough. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say about what I've been up to. Honestly, it kind of feels sad that all I've been doing is studying, grinding games, and setting up my guild and doing some more research, because it sounded to me like it wasn't a lot, but now that I said it out loud, you know what? It actually kind of was a decent amount. I also took a break because I'm not gonna lie, my mental health was getting pretty bad for a little bit, and it's not because of YouTube. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. YouTube, if anything, helps my mental health. The thing that actually bothers me with my mental health is myself. I'm not sure if you guys have self-doubt or beat yourself up over things. I do that a lot because I overthink things, and I just psych myself out because of how much I overthink. What a weird video this is. Do you guys like it when I just randomly talk? It kind of feels like this is almost like a vlog sort of thing, or like a diary almost at this point, because it's just kind of like I'm doing a journal entry for like what's happened over the past week in one entire video. But I don't know if you guys actually like this sort of thing or not, because at the end of the day, I'm just a person who plays video games, and I also somehow create content and videos that you guys actually like to watch, and for that I'm very thankful. And also I love you guys for all the support and the patience that you guys have had with me being gone. But it's weird to think that I started this channel with thinking that I'd barely even be able to reach 100 subscribers, and now here we are getting closer and closer to 20k. So that's interesting. But seriously though, thank you guys so much for all the love and support recently and all the patience that you guys have had. It really does mean a lot to me. I don't know how else to describe it. Also, feel free to join my community Discord server. I forgot to also promote that. I promoted my guild before I promoted my Discord server. If you're gonna join anything first, join my community Discord server, because you know that's for me and my fans. And then the guild as well, if you want to play games with people, then there you go. Yeah, this video is gonna be weird. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it. I don't know. I'm probably gonna like it though. That's what matters. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this really strange video. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It really does mean a lot. I can't wait to see all of you guys in the next one. Bye bye.